Why would a people defy the most powerful empire on earth? Why would farmers, priests, and zealots rise against legions trained to conquer worlds? Why would they believe they could win? Jerusalem, 66 CE. The city breathed incense and revolt. Judea, once a quiet corner of Rome's domain, had become a powder keg of prophecy, rage, and faith. Roman taxes bled the people dry. Gessius Florus, the governor, did the unthinkable. He robbed the temple's treasury. Gold stolen from God, riots exploded. The streets filled with chants, swords, blood. It was no longer a protest, it was war. Across Judea and Galilee, Roman forts fell. Zealots struck from hills and caves. Even the mighty 12th Legion was ambushed at Beth Horon. Their eagle standard lost in the dust, a Roman shame not seen in generations. And Rome did not forget. Nero, mad and merciless, chose one man, Vespasian. Ruthless, relentless, a general forged in the fire of conquest. At his side, his son, Titus, calm, calculating, watching, learning their mission, not just victory, annihilation. From Caesarea to Jericho, Roman fury swept like fire. Cities burned, villages vanished. Jewish fighters fractured. Moderates begged for peace, radicals carved terror in the night. The Sicarii slit throats in silence. No one was safe, not even their own. But one city still stood. Jerusalem, the holy jewel, the beating heart of faith, and now the fortress of rebellion. Within its colossal walls, chaos reigned. Zealot factions turned on each other. Grain stores were torched in power struggles. Water was hoarded, starving families prayed. Some for mercy, others for revenge. And in spring 70 CE, Titus arrived. With 4 legions, 60,000 men, he looked upon the sacred city and saw not holiness but calculation. "Let them pray," he whispered to his officers. "We bring silence." The siege began. Jerusalem stood atop hills, ringed by triple walls of stone and spirit. Titus knew better than to rush. Instead, he encircled it. Inside, starvation began to whisper, timber, bread vanished, cutting off every escape. Rats were sold like meat. Mothers watched their children shrink before their eyes. But surrender never came. The rebels believed God would intervene. "Jerusalem shall not fall," roared Eleazar ben Simon, leader of the zealots. "The Lord himself dwells behind these walls." But Titus did not believe in gods. He believed in siege towers. Roman engineers worked day and night. Wood was dragged from distant forests. Rams were built, towers rose. Arrows darkened the sky. After weeks, the first wall broke. The Romans surged forward and into a trap. Zealots burst from tunnels and rooftops. Fury made flesh. Fire rained down. Oil burned. Screams echoed. Centurions fell, clawing at the flames. Blood soaked Roman sandals. Titus retreated, but he wasn't defeated. He studied, he learned. "This is not just war," he said. "This is prophecy armed with blades." Then he adapted. Deserters were captured, tortured, and sent back with lies. Roman scouts lured zealots into traps. Little by little, the noose tightened. The second wall fell. Street by street, house by house, Rome pushed forward. Smoke curled from rooftops. The golden roof of the temple shimmered in the distance, untouched. Sacred, defiant. But Titus gave no promises. He sent messengers offering peace. The defenders answered with cursed gear and arrows. So the siege pressed on. Outside, the sky was black with ash. Inside, death had no face, only silence. A child, no older than 6, whispered to a stone, "Is God still here?" And in the Roman camp, drums sounded. The final push was near. Titus stood before his legions, his voice like iron. "This is not war," he said. "This is the end of gods." Within the temple, priests still lit the incense, still sang the psalms, still believed the walls would hold. But the fire was coming, the kind that cannot be quenched, the kind that does not just burn buildings, it burns centuries. Don't forget to subscribe to watch part 2, Fire Beneath the Temple.